Hello, this is the Holy Roman Gamer here. I'm a new YouTube channel. This is pretty much a little bit of an introduction slash my first video. So I'm a very clean channel. I don't use any language, and in any case, anything that you would compare to slang language, I do not use. So I'll be starting my videos out as on this campaign as the Holy Roman Empire. I have done a campaign already, so I know what I'm doing, so you don't have that dumb kind of person you're like, why doesn't he know what he's doing, and you're aggravated at watching the video. So I know what I'm doing, and basically I love Germany, and I like Romans, so that's why the Holy Roman Empire is a team for me. I will be doing this in hard difficulty. I will have the battle get difficulty on medium. Well, you know what, I'm going to put on hard, just for your guys' amusement. I do not have advice on because I know how to use everything pretty much. And I think we're going to get started. I'm going to do long campaign rules. And let's go and start. This is my first video, so if the sound is a little buggy or messed up, I will be able to change that.
The Holy Roman Empire stretches across a vast expanse of Europe. Ruled over by the Emperor, who is crowned by the Pope himself, the Empire's influence is strong and far-reaching. From the moment that Charlemagne was crowned emperor, the soldiers of the Reich have fought and died for victory. Yet war, even when waged by a holy empire, is still a brutal affair. It is the Germans who wield the most power in the Empire. Though it exists as a shadow of what once was, it will take a great general to lead the Empire to its former glory.
Okay, so here we go, beginning my campaign. So I have done campaigns already multiple times, so I pretty much know what I'm doing. So I always start out with getting mines and markets, because then you want to get your money built up nice and high. Because as one of the quotes say in this game, in order to have war you have to have money, money, and yet more money. So, and then you want to make sure you have lots of people, and then you want to make sure they're happy. So after that, I usually get, town guard. I know it's a weird thing to get as the last thing, being that this is a war game, but I usually am at peace for the first at least 30 turns. So we should be pretty safe with that. I usually put my taxes right up until the point where I have at least one population growth, and where it's not underneath 100%. So it's underneath 100%, that means that you have a chance of rioting. That's not very good to have. I will be putting, if there's no markets, I usually get the dirt roads, because that increases trade. So then I get land clearance, church, garrison, stables, and a castle upgrade. I don't recruit any units on the first turn, being that units can become very expensive in the long run. Let's get that. Okay. So far, I'm able to put my taxes very high on a lot of these places. Go. Mines, market, trade, land clearance. So, um, hmm. After you've done it a few times, you sort of know what you want to build on the first turn. I just put in a full building queue, and you will have points where you're not able to afford all the buildings you've put in your queue, but that will eventually go away very quickly. So I've put all my buildings into my building queues. I'm going to send this over now to my Frankfurt, because every time I'm over there, in the beginning of the campaign, Denmark brings a little army there and they attack you, so that's just one of the things that I know for certain. We'll be attacking Prague. Okay. And to save your spy, see, this has only a 38% chance of success. Well, if you don't want to lose your spy, you can just put him right next to the city. You won't have the chance of getting the gates opened, but you see all the units, and then there's no way you can lose your spy. Unless, of course, they acquire an assassin, which rebels don't acquire things like that. So now I'm going to move on to the next turn. Okay, Venice, they're always trouble, because they're one of the factions I have to destroy. So, okay, so yeah, they always ask me for trade rates and map information. So now they're pretty happy with me. I do have the voices and the noises very low, because I am not sure how loud anything is right now. I really hope that this is working and going well. I'm the largest faction. I like this team because it starts me out with that. Q stalled, yes, I cannot build anything. Stoffen and Innsbruck. Blacksmith. So once you get towards the end of the game, France actually will go to war with you because you're at war with Venice and Denmark. So it's good to have lots of strong resources on all sides. Yeah, so I'm just accepting all these things because they're all just asking me for trade rights, and that way I get a lot of money. So yeah, not doing too well with money right now. Q stalled, things like that. Okay, so I just need to send some emissary to what's its name? France. I'm very bad at the speaker. But you know what? It works. I can... Okay, yeah, Bologna. This place is like just there, and that's why it's so annoying to protect this place. Because it's like right next to Venice, and once they go to war with me, it's like the hardest place to hold. The PayPal states. Trade rights accepted. End of turn. Yep, still Q's stalled, but I am still getting buildings built. Nuremberg and Stoffen. I'm not converting to a castle. Stoffen. Build community farm. Oh, this is my... Okay, so I'll send her... Do I have... No, I do not have. 4 turns. That's your closest place. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll make it. Trade rates? Yes. Trade rates. Our money is going to be flown in soon. So, Q stalled still. Fair and rule. It's always good to have your trades nice and high, because that way your people will be very happy with you. Oh, loyalty. Yeah, who cares about loyalty these days? Oh, that was my princess that just left. Okay. Loyalty can be important, actually. Guess I have to quickly, get a diplomat. He probably won't make it there in enough time, so I'll probably fail this mission. But it's only some military units. I don't need military units right now. I'm just gonna send this guy over here. Yeah, it only has 6 units. I will... No, those guys are terrible. I'm just saying the militia, unless you're under siege and you just want to get like a ton of extra units, never recruit any of these militia guys. They're literally the worst, and they get mutilated by every unit in the game. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good so far. Frankfurt installed. So I just build the ballista maker. I'm probably going to take that out of the build queue anyway later on, so I can put something else there. Agent recruited. Let's get you over there. And I have only 2 turns, but I will probably run into a diplomat on the way there. Yes, I am sort of flying through these first turns, but that's only because there's really no reason to take a long time on these turns. So, let's see. Okay, so I probably won't get this achievement finished, but you know what, I'm going to send him over there anyway. I want to take that place as soon as possible, before France gets it, because then they're my sort of neutral allies. Oh, France has come to me. This is great. So I won't have to... I can't stand it when they do that. When they send a princess or a diplomat and they're not actually doing anything with you. Okay. So it's just a council of nobles, so it's fine. I'm going to send him over there now. Let's see if we want trade rights, and I want your map information. I'll give you my map information. There offers trade rights and 50 florins per turn. Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. 50 florins? This is so easy. And now I see where their little countries are. They have their 3 little places there, and another one, 2 more down there. Okay, so my land, okay, I'm gonna send him over by, Portugal and Spain. And, yeah, those guys are annoying. Let's see if I can't recruit anything, so I'm so low on money. So every once in a while, you just want to quickly go through all of your towns. See, that was just at 100% there. And if you see, that makes it a yellow face, which means they are not entirely happy. So you always just want to bring that down. You always want it over 100%. Convert to Golden Castle. I mean, I am trying to talk a lot more than I usually would, because I don't talk that much, so I didn't want this video to be a silent film. If anyone knows what that is. So I will be, so I'll try to get as many of these videos out as I can, so that all of you can enjoy some cool, fast-paced action. This is only the first episode, so it's not that exciting. I have to take that from... I'm only recruiting these guys because I can recruit a ton of them in a very short time. And still can't go higher. Florence, it's only 5 guys. Okay. I always get rid of the peasants. They're such a stupid group. Q stalled. I'm not going to attack that yet because I like to keep guys at my places all the time. Because Venice, even though it says 1 guy, they have 4 in there, and they could have like 5 more units by the next turn and attack me with them. I should be able to take this place, so I'm going to send that there. I always get as much siege equipment as possible, because that way there's no way you can go wrong with that. I'm going to send him over by that Martin Bailey. Wait, no, I want him over here. Yeah, can't really make up my mind. That's 90% Catholic already, so I'll send him over here where it's only 75. That already has buildings building. Okay. Let's lower that, because I always like to have at least 1% population growth. That's probably like one of the best things to have, is a lot of people. That way you can recruit a lot of units every turn. So since I have 15 turns for that, I'm going to wait until there's only like 3 turns left, and then I'm going to attack. Okay, I always accept the brides that are presented. That way I can have lots of people part of my kingdom. Key stalled. Construction report. Nuremberg and Staufen. Okay, so there's no more new buildings to add to there. And there's no more to add to there. Only have 4 units. Let's add one of those. Maintain siege. Yeah, there's not too many good units in there. You know, I am going to recruit. Oh, insufficient funds, okay. Recruited one of those guys. And, okay, he's moved already. For some reason it didn't click. There's Vienna. I can't stand it when Venice attacks me there. Because this place, throughout the entire game, no matter how nice you are to these people, they're always angry at you at Vienna. Okay, so I have not played a campaign on hard yet. I played it on easy, and I played one on medium. So I did not expect to be attacked this early in the game. They're probably going to take that settlement. Or I could send these guys over. Huh. I don't know. I think I'm going to send these guys over here. No, you know, I'm just going to leave them over there, because if I lose that place, then I'll take Prague, and then I'll be able to send a lot more units back there and take that back. Because Venice, they have a lot of units, but they're not very powerful, so I can just overthrow them whenever I really want to. It says 13 turns. Okay, so I'm not currently able to... See, no, I will not do that. Decline proposal. You guys are not smart at all. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to want to do that. Looks like they're starting the battle right now. Yeah. It says I have the upper hand. This is our first battle of the campaign. So yeah, so if you want to put in the comments how, what I should, like, do in my next episode, this is a little tiny thing I like to do. I put my cavalry over here, and the reason I put it towards the right side is because then I can hit right into the side of where the general is. See, right here. Because sometimes on the first charge, you'll kill the general right away. And since they have only one ladder, I'm going to put both my archers over here. And I'm going to just put them on fire at will. One guy up here. I'm going to put him close to this wall because they're going to try and come through this doorway right away to take the gate. But I'm just going to leave them there. That way it's not them in little pockets with my guys all squirmed around there. And then just in case they do get through the gate. Okay, so I'm going to put one of them on there. And not on that Italian spring militia. I'm going to put them on that one. And now let's get my general out here. Okay, so I've never really played a battle on hard, except for yeah, no, that sounds so wimpy. It's like, yeah, I do play battles, but not really on hard. So, okay. I'm just gonna put both my guys on this one. It's probably best, because that's the actual infantry. The archers, so using the archers to just pull the ram, which that means they're not going to get any shots on me. By the time they get inside here, these guys are the first guys they're going to meet. So I'm going to be able to kill their archers very easily. Let's get my general here. Yes, his defeat is a distinct possibility, but they're not using my brain level in that equation. So I don't have many charges or catapult rocks clashing with fireballs. So this is probably going to be the only charge that you're only and best charge you're going to get in this entire video. Here we go. Yes, first shot. That's awesome. Because that kills him almost instantly, and since he's not like a special general, it makes him break right away. And I will actually use my general just to run them down. See, in campaign, since they have guys that are like not even full groups come back from the battlefield, these guys, even if they're down to like 4, they still could come back to the battlefield another time. Like after this battle, their little army will run away. But if you run them down to where they have only like 1 guy in every single group, then they flee and they don't regroup again. So that's why I run them down a lot every time. Killed the general. And I will be... Okay, yes, they're firing at them. These guys up here are fine. Yeah, I basically crushed them. These guys... I'm gonna have them... Yeah, see, I really don't have much for them to do now. Those guys... And I do continue every single battle. I might cut this part out in every single battle, because I do like to run them down where they don't have any units left. Because that makes it very good for me in the whole entire full campaign ending. Okay, so those guys must have gotten away. Oh no, I killed them. So yeah, I also will be doing some Stonehearth, which that game, it's at like alpha 17 something. So yeah, that game is pretty cool now. I actually got extremely far in it the one time, but our computer is not a gaming computer. Okay. Yeah, kill him. I was just like, come on, hurry up. So yeah, he probably won't make it. Nope, didn't make it. Only a true mastermind. Yep, Lepoid and Captain Puka. I just said that. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I execute them every time because that gets them extremely angry at me, and then I can stay at war with them. And then the Pope will eventually excommunicate them. And then I will be standing on top, and everyone inside the everyone who's part of the Catholic Church will be at war with them. So once I get to turn 15, then I'm probably gonna stop this recording. Moors. Okay. Trade rights. Yeah. Everyone will always accept trade rights in the beginning of the game. I don't think anyone declines trade rights, because everyone's out for money and they all really need a lot of money. Because whenever I looked at their places, whenever you look at their stats, it always says that the enemies are bankrupt. I think I'm ready to assault this place. Okay, so it says they have a better chance of winning, but I have cavalry, and once the gates are open, I can bring them through and just run them down. Bring him back here. These guys, put them there. Okay, let's put this siege tower right there. Archers drop it, archers drop it. Oh, yeah. See, I was counting my archers as units I could hold on, whatchamacallit, what's it called? Siege, that is, but I guess I didn't use them. Yeah, let's get some shots. These guys, there's only 41 in there light infantry. Oh, there's actually peasant archers. Oh, they got 2 lines of units in. See, the computers, even when they're on hard, they're not that smart. Because they have their guys all over here, which means as soon as I get these guys in the wall, I can just bring them right through here and attack these guys. Or I can even put them over here and attack these guys. But they're probably going to leave them, so they're not too dumb. They're just really dumb. Yeah, and I don't put them in loose formation because it sort of glitches it out on my computer whenever I put them in loose formation. And, I should have remembered that they do that. It's really weird. I don't know why they do it. Dropped the ram already. Okay. Well, it's fancy moving around and stuff. I'm just gonna move these guys up. Run. Okay, he does not have a horn to blow. Those guys are shaking. Won't be shaking once I get like charging here. These guys will be shaking. Yeah, see now they're shaking, and my guys are still shaking. But yeah, see now I'm gonna be able to get in through the gate, and I don't even have to batter it down. Okay, I guess I do. I usually can just quickly run in there after I do that. Oh, awesome. Let's get you guys to attack them. You guys aren't really doing anything, so I'm just gonna run you in here. You guys get all over here. Let's take you out of here. Let's get you guys in. Those guys are fighting there. It took to do everything myself. You guys get out of here. Come on. Full formation and stuff. Okay, they're gonna try and kill you guys now. So they're killing a lot of my guys just because they're spearmen. Okay, that's crossbow militia. Yes, they are getting the hand, but that's only because my guys are glitching out. Okay, so that's a bit ridiculous. I have not played hard at all, so this may not be as entertaining as I thought it would be. Probably gonna lose my kingdom. Some dummies. Broken end routing, which means I do not think they're coming back. Can you guys be able to just walk in now? Yeah, I think, I don't know, they can't just walk in. I'm gonna go up on this wall. Fight those guys, never mind. So there's only 3 guys here, so the rest of their group must be, yeah. Reached out. Okay, there we go. I got my guys back. No. So now, awesome. Now I got the gates. You guys get in there now. Get back in there. I don't want them to. Okay, so you guys get in here as well. And let's get you guys right there. Let's get that guy over there. General. No, it doesn't. This leads to somewhere. And let's get my archers. We're firing down on these guys. Okay, so in a situation like this, you want to use up your ammo right up until you have no more, because they really don't have any good archers around right now to harass me. So, I don't actually see the archers anywhere. They do have archers though. I just need you guys to fire right at them. Ah, okay, so their archers are all bunched up here. Let's get you guys. Headphones are hurting me. Okay, so I can't stand it when there's only like 3 ways into an area. They're probably gonna run forward. That's because they came through there. Building came through there, yeah. I don't know why they're firing up into the air. You guys should be. You guys get there. You guys back up. Where's my general? Okay, so they're trying to bring guys around here to take over my general, which will not work. You guys get here. Okay, so now you guys are all just clustered up. Why are you guys in combat? Okay, yeah, you're not in combat. No, what are you guys doing? I want these guys in combat. I want my archers out of combat. No, get in line. Okay, so I don't know if I really want to go charging right into that. But I do have my general all over here. I could charge him. No, not into armor. Those are armored servants. Oh, these are archers. Charge right over them. Archers, you fire at them. You guys run over there, because I know that they'll chase you. Okay, and now let's get back over here. I'll just turn around, hit him. Yes, the one campaign I actually went up to the max amount of turns that you're supposed to do, but I continued playing because because it was like, why not? Okay, so There we go, hit them in the back. You guys have taken out the archers. Yeah, so, nope, don't go for it actually. Let's put them all. Awesome. See, I don't know what these guys are doing. If they're facing the one way or the other. Why are my archers? I just want my guys to stay where they're not gonna keep running. Look, I'm charging the back. If they change direction again. No, they keep on. Okay. Okay, that was not a good idea. I lost a lot of guys here. So, this attacking this place may not prove as efficient as I thought it would. There we go. Now let's charge into them. Where are you guys? Because now I have a foothold here. And they know that if I take the capital, I win. Yeah. That's not actually good. Let's just try it. Let's get you guys out of there. Let's make you go for them. Okay, so it seems like I'm always losing guys and they're not losing any. It's probably because the battle difficulty is on hard. That's fine. Put it on hard for a reason. So, yeah. Both of you going. You should be pointing straight at it. After I shoot at them enough, they're gonna turn around to fight me. I'm just gonna double speed this. It's gonna go a little faster. Let's get these guys over here. There we go. I actually got a good charge finally. These archers are. You guys fight them. Yes, I slipped by. That was perfect. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, I lost a lot of men there. But you know what? It's another city that I have now. And once the money starts rolling in, I'll be able to pretty much just pretty much get anything I really want. That is 2,000 florins, but I have to put that there. Okay, so you always want to take off these things because that keeps you from pretty much doing anything. I always put it on growth because once you take these off, it doesn't really change anything. Because if you have these on, then it means that they're building the buildings. If we take them off, then you're building the buildings. That growth policy really doesn't do anything, which makes them happier. More of that, small church, town watch. And recruitment. Okay, so I have my units, some of my units back. If I had lost that, then I would have lost a lot of units. Let's bring that over there. So I want to be able to see when they're attacking. It's nice to know how many guys they have there. Attack zone? Yes. And in Bologna, I have. Let's put you there. So once he gets there, then I'm going to send this guy over to Nuremberg, and this guy I'm going to send to Prague. Okay. This place is 78% Catholic still. He's moved. Take rebel settlement. Okay, I'm actually getting some steady money now. Q stalled. That's some expected. Nuremberg. Okay, so I can't really get anything else there. Let's put that up to high now. Very high. Okay, come on. Okay, so that says 10 turns. So I really don't need to do this yet. So I'm just going to keep these guys where they're recruiting. And then once those two are done, then I'll attack. Because I still have a lot of time until I need to do that. Let's take you, bring you to there. Let's bring you down here. Byzantine. She's probably going to come to me. Yeah. And there was actually, in my very first campaign that I did, I had it on easy, which makes it not as notable. But I had all of these settlements. There's actually a rebel settlement up there, another one up there. This is Denmark's last place, and I destroyed them. So I had all these settlements here. And I pretty much, the only way you could get from one side of Europe to the other side is if you went through my territory. Because I also had all down this boot. I had all of these settlements. There's another settlement right here, Zagreb, I think. And I had all those settlements there. I even had destroyed France pretty much. They had one more settlement. They took one from Portugal, which was right here, because Portugal eventually gets that place. Yeah, so I had like a humongous place, and I also started getting land on here, so England was even at war with me. I was pretty much at war with everyone. No one really liked me at all. Oh, Poland, finally. And also in that campaign, Poland was like my greatest ally the entire time, and then the last 10 turns of the campaign, they attacked me. But I didn't really care. Oh, Agnes, that's nice. Frankfurt. I just like to check that place in case it has any buildings I can build. Yes, I'm the strongest faction again. Not the richest. Okay, so now that I have these things finished, I can go like this. Him. Let's send all of these guys, I think. You're probably thinking these guys have terrible morale, but this time I actually have a real general. It is not just a dinky little army. Venice, since they're at war with me, I'm probably going to recruit one more of those guys here. Let's move you up there. And let's move you to Prague. See, it's already proven to be good. I can already see those guys coming. So you know what, I'm just going to get rid of that unit there. And now that. Okay, so it says okay with one of them. I really am hoping that that everyone's hearing me, what I'm saying. Because this would stink if no one was hearing what I was saying. So trade rights are established there. Strongest faction is Venice again. Destruction Frankfurt and Bologna. Same thing with Bologna. It's like they never really are happy with me the entire game. Army must have... nope, they're probably hidden somewhere. Yeah, they're waiting to attack. I already know. Now let's attack here. Set. I said I'd go up to turn 15, but I'm probably going to go up to turn 20. And then that's where I'm going to stop. Okay, so I know that quantity usually loses to quality, but in this case, the computers are not very smart, so... Yeah, so let's send one of them there. Send one of these guys over here. So if I do end up losing this campaign, I probably will, look, almost 100% chance if I lose this campaign or finish it, I will be going to a third age campaign. Yes, I do have a little second attack party over here. It's always good to be attacking on two fronts. That way, your forces are split up, but the enemy's forces are as well split up. So they only have two Italian militia here, sending all the other guys towards the center. They only have one over here. So if I break out here, I can send extra units over there. They've got a piece of cake to take, like taking candy from a baby. Except this is a settlement and it's a lot larger than a piece of candy. Okay, so I like to have those guys extremely close, so as soon as the gate breaks open, I can just send them right in. Or if they try to pull the same stunt where they attack just before I hit the gate, and I have a lot of guys there to start attacking them. I'm going to send him up a little closer. So the one campaign that I did this, I got the enemy stuck in like a little loophole. I had my archers right here, and every time they came out I'd fire at them and then they'd retreat because there's so few of them in the group. And I just kept on doing that over and over, and they kept on running back and forth, so they're exhausted. So if they try to pull that stunt again, which they are, I can... Okay, it's too late. They're going to try and do it, but now that I'm in the middle of breaking the gate, you can't do it when they're in the middle of breaking the gate. Yeah. Sound's at 40. This is at 60. I think. Okay. So this one broke first. Let's get you over here, because now that they don't have the towers, it really doesn't matter. And over here, yes, they stopped the attack. So I'm gonna bring those guys back there, try and hit me with those crossbows. There's gonna be like a big blob here. I'm just gonna attack them. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because this can be a little boring. Watch his little mini grinds. So there's not really high stakes. So. And it's still the beginning of the campaign. Yes, I do eventually get to the point where I'm aggravated and just bring all my units through. It does get things done a little bit faster. These guys are all attacking these Italian spear militia. Just turn around. When they turn around, that gives me like such a good bonus. General, chase them down. You three guys, chase them down as well. Defeat. Blow the horn. Present crossbow. so I'm just gonna grab all my units now. Okay, I'm gonna get my general out of there. Yes, he is dead now. Okay. Lost a small amount of men. Occupy? What is the... Ah, yes, gold. That's what I need. Florence. Market. Trade. Oh. They are not happy with their new leader. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at low tax rate until we can get a little bit more units down there. Important figures in the battle, which mean never left defense, something like this. Either save him or die in his stead. Okay, that's okay. I'm fine with negative on morale. Okay, that's good. I like the extra. I'd rather have extra hit points to all of my units than have morale. Personal security and one command. Okay. Trait increase chivalry. Looks like we're doing pretty good so far. Yes. And now I have a general over here, which means I can change the tax rate. Very good. I like this. So I think I'm gonna end the video right here. So at the end of this, tell me what you think, and looks like I'll see you later on.